Hello, my name is Kevin, and you're watching Learning Old Germanic Languages. This video is going to be about Old High German, and things regarding the channel as well. And as some of you may tell, that the channel has somewhat more of a focus on Old High German. The reason being that, well, one, I want to be more active on this channel, as opposed to my Old English one, Lernende Old English and whatnot. But the thing is with Old High German is that there really aren't many places to learn it. Because the only time you get to really learn Old High German is really in university. And even then, you would have to take Germanic linguistics, just to get to Old High German. And what I'm saying now is based on my observation. I mean, I could be wrong about what I'm saying, but it's been my observation that a lot of people in German-speaking countries, when it comes to learning anything to do with historical languages, people either have ancient Greek or Latin as their choices, and you're lucky if you have Old English. But it's this Old High German is not really that well known. One would think that would be the case because there is plenty of the corpus out there. There are a lot of Old High German texts and whatnot. But the issue with them is that there are many dialects, and even within the same text of Old High German, the spellings of for example, the personal pronouns are not all the same. So that of itself is very difficult to piece together what's going on and whatnot. So maybe that could be part of it, that there's a challenge to it at the moment. I mean, if more people got into it, and maybe it wouldn't be so hard. But I would like to work on Old High German because just to reveal more about my thinking and whatnot. Because the thing is, these kinds of videos where I show my face and whatnot, it's a way for you as the viewer to get to know me as a person, right? And so the Old High German content, again, most people in observation, they learn ancient Greek or Latin, but not so much Old High German. And this could be due to a lot of reasons. It could be the simple fact that people are not really that interested in Old High German. But I guess maybe because it looks somewhat similar. Well, no, yes and no, to present day German. No. Well, there are some similarities here and there, but anyway, I just want to let you guys know that my my motivation behind doing Old High German is the fact that it's coming from a place of compassion. Because the thing is, the reason I created this channel, this second channel, is to inspire people to pursue their own ancient Germanic language, as well as for me to get a break from Old English. But especially with Old High German, again, you would think that there are millions of people in the world that speak German, and yet Old High German is not as well known as, let's say, Old English. You would think Old High German would be right up there and whatnot, but no, you really have to go out your way to find it. That's where I come in. I'm trying to make it cool and whatnot, and make it fashionable. Because for those who are very linguistic oriented or like to learn languages or whatnot, Old High German, having similarities to English, believe it or not, is a weird but cool segue in learning German. Learn a bit of German beforehand, but even of itself, Old High German, you could in some way argue that you can treat it in a way, and it's as its own language in its own right. But it's just, then again, I mean, I can't say too much now, but I mean, it's just from my observation that a lot of people from German-speaking countries, they don't really care about this stuff. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are a few people out there or whatnot, but it's it's really coming from a place of compassion, and as well, my mindset is, if I don't do this, then who will? If I don't do what I'm doing, then who will? Because the thing is, with Old High German, you can say for any Old Germanic language, or really any language, really modern or present or ancient, is that, well, especially with ancient languages, you have to be very patient. You need a lot of patience. You need a lot of discipline to learn them. You have to find joy within them and whatnot, because a lot of people, you can say the same for Old English, they learn it just to get a good grade, whereas myself, I actually enjoy it for a number of reasons. One of them, it's very mentally stimulating. It's it's fun. It's like linguistic algebra and whatnot. It's just I do want to make our world a better place, but at the same time, I'm only one human being. I have Old English, I have all the other languages on this channel, whatnot. But again, I like to emphasize an Old High German, because I think that's the texts that are out there. Even of that self, like, you can create your own content. If you know the language well enough, it's possible. You can create new content in Old High German and whatnot. So, yeah, it's just from my observation of some German speaking people, is that they're just so lost. Like, they just, it's just, I don't want to go too much into that, but that of itself is kind of revealing a lot already. But Old High German, it's a cool language. I wouldn't say it's yes, it is similar to Old English, but not that similar. There are some things in it that, okay, this is not exactly the same thing. They're both Old West Germanic languages, but the Old High German has its own nuances and things like that. But it's just, imagine sometime in the future where you have like new content in Old High German or something like that, and Anyway, it's just because thing is, when you know the origin of words and whatnot, it really empowers you, and whatnot. It really helps to sharpen your mind when you learn an ancient language. And it's this stuff isn't easy, but it's worth it. It's worth it. And just revealing, my mindset towards Old High German, that I'm doing from a place of compassion. I mean, there are not many videos on Old High German, and you really have to go out your way to find it. I guess this is my attempt to make Old High German fashionable in some shape or form and make it cool, But, it's good to know your history. Where your words come from, and every word and every name has a story behind it. Anyway, guys, that's all I want to say in this video. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe if you're new. And if you really like the channel, please become a patron at my Patreon page down below. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.